back to HG Tech Tips, also known as HG Tech. Welcome. We're starting this new thing where we go over news, cybersecurity news for our website. First things first, we're going to go over that all of this news is from the CISA, Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency. It is a government agency. It is a trusted source of news, so that's what we're doing today. You can go to their website at CISA.gov and read this, but I am making this video to make it simpler for you to get your cybersecurity news. I've created this to make it all easy. Okay, so remember, all this information is from the CISA. I do not own any of it. We're going to be going over CISA and FEMA announces $100 million plus in cybersecurity grant funding. CISA announces release of Torium, I don't think I say that right, for malware analysis. We're also going to go over joint statement from CISA, FBI, DC3, and NSA on potential targeted cyber activity against the U.S. critical infrastructure by Iran. CISA and USCG identify areas for cyber hygiene improvement after proactive threat hunt. And a secure by design alert from the CISA eliminating buffer overflow vulnerabilities. Okay, first we're going to start with this. Washington. Today, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, announces the availability of over $100 million in cybersecurity grant funding to strengthen community cybersecurity.
Wow!
This notice of funding opportunity is made up of two separate grants. Fiscal, I don't think I say that right. Year 2025 State and Local Cybersecurity Grant Program, SLCGP, and the Tribal Cybersecurity Grant Program, TCGP.
What the fuck are you talking about?
SLCGP makes $91.7 million available to state and local governments for a range of cybersecurity improvements, including planning and exercises, hiring experts in the community, and improving services for their citizens. Says the CISA, the TCGP provides $12.1 million to tribal governments for similar uses. This grant funding ensures communities and our partners across the nation have the critical resources needed to strengthen their cyber defense capabilities and mitigate risks, said the CISA. Acting Director Mandu
What?
CISA is proud to
Bro, what are
empower
you talking
state,
about,
local,
man?
and tribal governments to build more. Shoot, I keep messing up these flipping words to keep. Cyber ecosystems. This undefined DHS approach involves solutions that will strengthen digital infrastructure, says the CISA, and helps communities invest in meaningful cybersecurity improvements to protect the critical service they provide. This is another example of investing in our communities while being good stewards of our taxpayer dollars. This grant will play a critical role in enhancing cybersecurity resistance by providing resources to strengthen network security and reduce risks. For more information and application resources, visit this trusted website here, the CISA. https://www.cisa.gov/cybergrants. Okay, that was the first article. So that is the CISA and FEMA announces a $100 million in cybersecurity grant funding. Yeah, they flippin' did that all right. Our next is our CISA announces release of Torium. I don't say that right, I don't think, for malware analysis, which is a pretty big deal. They're getting better at this malware analysis. Washington. Now this is when it was released. Today, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, in partnership with the Sandia National Laboratories, released Torium, an automated, scalable malware and forensic analysis platform that can integrate commercial, custom, and open source analysis tools to enable cyber defenders to quickly assess malware threats and index forensic analysis results into a unified platform. Okay, that sounds awesome. Torium allows cyber defenders to integrate their preferred tools into a single platform. Okay, that's going to make things easier. That orchestrates customized and automated analysis workflows at scale. Analysis large amounts of malware quickly and to add and remove tools quickly as malware threats evolve. This seems like a pretty good thing they're doing here. The Torium framework underscores CISA's focus and commitment to provide valuable services. Valuable, not vulnerable. I'm messing all up today. And resources at scale that help government and critical infrastructure protect against cyber threats and strengthen their cybersecurity. By publicly sharing this platform, we empower the broader cybersecurity community to orchestrate the use of advanced tools for malware and forensic analysis, said CISA Associate Director for Threat Hunting, Germany. No, flip it. Flip. Germany. I'm just going to say, yeah. Roebuck. For more information and installation instructions, visit that website, Torium, on CISA.gov. For more cybersecurity services offered by the CISA, you can visit Free Cybersecurity Services and Tools, which is also that government CISA website. So that was just our CISA announces release of Torium for malware analysis. That sounds like a very, very good tool, and I think that tool is actually going to help out a lot in malware analysis. That was a good thing that they just did with the Torium. Now we're going to go down here to joint statement from CISA, FBI, DC3, and NSA on potential targeted cyber activity against the U.S. critical infrastructure by Iran. This is going to get interesting. This is when it was released. Iran's state-sponsored or affiliated threat actors are known to conduct a range of targeted cyber activity to include exploit known vulnerabilities and unpatched or outdated software. That's why everybody needs to update their software all the time, everybody. Compromise internet connection accounts and devices that use default or weak passwords and work with ransomware affiliates to encrypt, steal, and leak sensitive information. This is why our website talks about all ways to stop things from that happening. Always update your stuff, y'all, and use strong passwords. At this time, we have not seen any indications of coordinated campaign of malicious cyber activity in the U.S. that can be attributed to Iran. I didn't say that right. Attributed to Iran. However, CISA says we are undergoing critical infrastructure organizations to stay vigilant to Iran-affiliated cyber actors that may target U.S. devices and networks. We strongly urge organizations to review the joint fact sheet and implement recommended actions to strengthen or collective defense against this potential cyber activity. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, Department of Defense, Cybercrime Center, DC-3, and the National Security Agency, NSA, are actively monitoring and coordinating with government, industry, and, international partners. Y'all, that is big. That is why everybody needs to make sure that you use good passwords, always have two-factor authentication on, and always keep your software and things up to date. That was just our joint statement from the CISA, FBI, DC-3, and NSA on potential targeted cyber activity against the U.S. critical infrastructure by Iran. That's crazy. So now we're going to go down to our next. CISA and USCG identify areas for cyber hygiene improvement after a proactive threat hunt. Let's do it. Oh, I don't have a date when this was released on here. My bad. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the CISA, and the U.S. Coast Guard, USCG, are issuing the Cybersecurity Advisory to present findings from a recent CISA and USCG hunt engagement. The purpose of this advisory is to highlight identified cybersecurity issues, thereby informing cybersecurity defenders and other organizations of potential similar issues and encouraging them to take proactive measures to enhance a cybersecurity posture. Okay, during this engagement, CISA did not identify evidence of malicious cyber activity or actor presence on the organization's network, but did identify cybersecurity risks, including insufficient logging, insecurely stored credentials, shared local admin credentials across many workstations, unrestricted remote access for local admin accounts, insufficient network segmentation configuration between IT and operational technology (OT) assets, and it stopped at end, and several devices misconfigurations. Okay, that's nuts. Okay, in coordination with organizations, says the CISA, where the link has conducted, CISA and USCG are sharing cybersecurity risks, findings, and associated migrations. I think I said that right. To assist other critical infrastructure and organizations with improving their cybersecurity posture. That's important. These migrations align with CISA and National Institute for Standards and Technology, NIST, Cross-Sector Cybersecurity Performance Goals, CPGS, and with migrations provided in the USCG Cyber Commands. CGCYBER 2024 Cyber Trends and Insights in the Marine Environment CTME report. There's a lot of flipping CTs, ZZs, SEGR. Well, y'all, that was our CISA and USCG identify areas for cyber hygiene improvement after a proactive threat hunt. Now we're going to go to our Secure by Design alert, eliminating buffer overflow vulnerabilities. Buffer overflows are a common and critical class of software vulnerability, says the CISA. These vulnerabilities occur when a program attempts to write data to fixed size buffer, and the data exceeds the buffer's capabilities, overriding adjustment memory. This can lead to a range of issues from program crashes to auditability. I don't think I'm saying that right. Code execution, giving an attacker control over the system. Well, that ain't good. A key strategy to eliminating these vulnerabilities is to adapt a secure by design approach. This means integrating security oh shoot, here we go. Yeah. Y'all, I ain't good at these big old words right here. Yeah, that word. Into every stage of the software development life cycle, rather than trying to patch vulnerabilities after the fact. Okay, I see what they're saying there. That is actually very smart. So what they're doing, okay, this is considerations into every stage of the software development life cycle, rather than trying to patch vulnerabilities after the fact. It's this flippin' font that keeps messing me up with these words. But what they're saying here is that instead of like posting your software or something like that and then updating it to patch a vulnerability, is doing it before the fact you post it. You want to get it done and posted or fixed before you even release it. That they're saying into every stage of the software development, it's putting secure by design approach into every stage of the software development before having to patch it vulnerabilities after the fact it's already out. Okay, that's smart. I see what they're saying there. To help migrate buffer overflow, CISA recommends the following practices. Use memory-safe languages, C/C++ or, for allowing memory management errors which can lead to buffer overflows. Languages like Rust, Python, and Java have built-in memory safety features that prevent many of these issues. Input validation. Always validate and sanitize all user input before using it. Check for length, type, and format to ensure it fits within the expected data structure and buffer size. Okay, here we got use safe functions. When working with languages like C, use safe string and memory manipulation functions, e.g. stringsp and snprintf instead of their unsafe counterparts strcpy. Implement sprintf. Okay, y'all. Implement security features. Utilize compiler provided security features like stock canaries, address space layout, randomization, ASLR, and data execution prevention, DEP, to make exploiting buffer overflows more difficult. Oh, it gets cut off right there. Conduct regular security audits. Perform statistic and dynamic code analysis to identify potential vulnerabilities. It cuts off. I can't see the rest of that. I'm going to have to fix that next time we have a video like this. I'm also going to have to make sure I know every single flipping word. Well, everybody, we just read Secure by Design Alert, eliminating buffer overflow vulnerabilities. All of this information was from your CISA.gov, a trusted news source. We don't own any of this information. You can go to their website to see more. Thanks for watching, everybody, and for more news, you can use our website, HG Tech. You can also watch it on our YouTube channels and our TikTok. Have an amazing day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Peace.